Welcome once again to Nomytaker's review, and this week on the review it is Skyrim, the epic game Skyrim. If you've never heard of the Elder Scolls Skyrim, it's made by Bethesda Game Studios. This is their 5th game in the Elder Scrolls lineup. It takes place in a magical world of Tamriel, and in this part of the game it's in Skyrim, the province of Skyrim, which is based on sort of Nordic and Scandinavian, sort of real cold, real hard men, as well as the other people that live in Tamriel that are based on all the fantasy characters like elves and trolls and orcs and various people like that. The game area is absolutely huge. If you played, this is the province of Skyrim, just making sure I've got it the right way up. It's absolutely huge gaming area. To walk from one town to the other takes sort of like 20-30 minutes just walking, and you can just do so much in this game. It's unbelievable. The graphics are superb, and music, you can hear this music in the background. Hopefully it sounds so wonderful. I mean, it really does. So if you like the old fantasy style gaming, you'll love this. If you haven't played a role-playing game before, you might be a bit lost in the whole magic system and the whole sort of like, what to do, what character to use. In the last Elder Scrolls game, you had to say what you were going to be. If you wanted to be a wizard, or if you wanted to be an archer, or a swordsman, you had to say that. In this, you haven't got anything. You just choose what race you want to be, and then whatever else you want to do, you can. So you could start off using the sword and shield, and by the end of the day, you could be using the old magic system, or you could start with the magic system and then back up it with your sword and shield when people get too close, or you can just stay in the dark and just hit people with arrows, which I tend to do. I tend to be sneaky and use poisons, and I do fairly well. And that's the other thing, poisons, you can make your own poisons, as well as making your own healing potions and various other helpful potions in the game. You can make your own armour, you can make your own enchanted armour, so you've got magical properties on your armour. I just love this song. I just get so carried away in the song. Right, quickly before the song starts again. So, in the Elder Scrolls game, you start off always as a prisoner, and in this one, you find out that you're Dragonborn, which means your ancestors had the blood of the dragons in them, and that means now that you can carry on that prophecy and you absorb dragon souls once they die, and you can learn dragon powers, which, if you've seen the clips on YouTube and if you know your memes and that, there's a lot of Fusrodar, which is one of the dragon powers you get to use, and it's really fun powers to use. I tend to use the Fusrodar one, which I think everyone does really. It's one of the fun ones where you just force push, like on Star Wars. I tend to do the whole hand out when I use it. It is quite funny. Well, I think it's funny. But there is a load of problems with this game. The main problem is it's laggy. Now, if you don't know what lagging is, it's back when games used to be multiplayer online, and when you had a bad computer and a bad connection, you would have trouble loading the stuff from the internet, which means the game went slower, which means things could attack you very quickly before you realise they were attacking you. And sadly for Skyrim, because it's such a huge game and there's so much stuff going on, it gets laggy. It's normally fine for the start of the game, but as you progress into the story and into just sort of like running around like I do, it starts to become noticeable. And I know there's updates available to help out, but it doesn't help that well enough for me, and it's made the game pretty unplayable for me at the moment. I am going to delete my character and start again, and trying to rush through, because I was very close to the end of the game, but it's just gotten so ridiculously stupid with the lag that I am finding it very unplayable. But would I suggest this to someone else? I would. I'd suggest though you go and rent it from somewhere, or do like I do where you delete your character and start again, because I think that's the only way someone's going to be able to play this game. It's fun while you can play it, but when you can't play it, it's very bad. So yeah, scores. I'm scoring it right. Before it gets laggy, it's 10 out of 10. There's really nothing I can fault it on. But when it gets laggy, it gets unplayable, and it's a 2 out of 10, because it's just music and pretty pictures that I like about it. Because there's no way you can play it how it is laggy. So I'm going for an in-between score of about 7 out of 10. Yeah, 7 out of 10. 7.5? No, 7. I'm just going to stick to 7. 7 out of 10 for Skyrim. Get it, play it, give it to someone else. It's a great game and it should be shared. It should be played at least once. If you want to play something and you don't know what, try Skyrim out.